We'll see. Alright, I'll take care of it over there on the laptop. Son of a gun.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna get stupid again. See? Told you.
Okay, you keep an eye on it. I will. Come on.
Well, hello, whoever is out there. Welcome to our wild and wacky hurricane adventure. It's raining over there, Deb. It's not here yet. But it's trying. Don't worry, it's coming. Fear not, Mother Nature never lets us down. Whew. All right. The crazy winds already knocked down one of my banana trees. So tomorrow after the rain lets up, go out there and we'll the wind is really blowing here too. Dave is working. God bless him. Fair having a little bit of rain here and there. We just started to get a little bit of rain now. We got pretty good dousing this morning about, I don't know, about 9 or 10 o'clock. Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Leonardo. Oh. knowledge. I'll send you some pics. Where's the cameraman? He's in the living room putting the title up. For some odd reason, YouTube wouldn't let us do it.
Yeah, YouTube don't let you do it
On
horizontally.
the phone anymore.
Well, horizontally anyway.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
It just changed to a category 4. So so instead of being a category 4 hit in Tallahassee, they're thinking it could be a 5 now because it wasn't supposed to change to a 4 till later tonight.
Yeah.
And it's just been upgraded to a category 4. Jesus. They're gonna get friggin'.
Josh, I like your videos. Thank you, Josh. And no knowledge, we are sitting in our back patio that's closed in. Holy crap, people.
But yeah, it's a category 4 now.
They said it's got plenty of good conditions for it to get
Let's see
that
if I
way.
can bring this down and get it better for you guys.
Also,
There
don't
we
have
go.
a line through it.
Yeah. So I can get it closer. There we go.
There we go.
See some real tree action there.
Josh, they're building a lot of homes in our area. They're building a lot of homes everywhere.
It's hard to get tree because every tree wants to dance. There we go. We'll get the sway tree. He likes to sway a lot.
That's the one that likes to do the hula. That one right there is the one that scares me.
But yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a category 4 until tonight.
Until I hit the
past
Big Bend
Tampa area.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a low category 4. And now all of a sudden they said it's a category 4 now, and it's supposed to be possibly a category 5 when it hits over there.
It's crazy.
So if it's a category 5, they were expecting from Tallahassee to Atlanta to still be a category 1. It might be a category 2 to Atlanta.
Yep.
$8,000 a month.
Oh my goodness.
Christ.
And the baby is gonna have to get a new banana tree. No, we just cut that one down. It'll grow back.
Yeah, the banana tree gonna have to eat the bananas early.
Power stroker. All the development going on North 98 is messing with the natural watershed. Getting flooding where it never used to flood before. I believe that. And from what we've heard, they're going to be doing some roundabouts on 98.
Yeah, towards State City.
Yep. Have you had any rain today? A little bit this morning.
And just a couple of drops now, but no specific rain, just high winds.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That's when our tree went down over here.
And it blew the the bananas that were in the big container
Yeah,
over.
then my friend not gonna get no water.
Yeah.
But it stinks because YouTube is having a problem with the phone shooting sideways.
Yeah.
It only wants to shoot upwards. Trust me, that's not our choice.
Oh, the rain you're seeing now, knowledge, is coming off the roof.
Yeah, it's light. It's just like a mist.
It came down for about 5 minutes hard, and now it's just dripping off the roof.
See, with the other storm, at least we had rain.
Yeah.
This storm here, we did not have rain.
This one's a weird
More,
one.
it's a windstorm for us. It's already 2,000 people without power in our county.
Yep. Knowledge, your video is good and clear. Well, that's good. That's how I want it. Kelly, sorry to miss the beginning of the live stream. I'm currently waiting for Instacart delivery. Oh, Kelly, you didn't miss much, love. Yeah, there's my hula dancing tree.
See if I can move it. Because the banana tree will really tell you how windy it'll
Oh
get.
my goodness, that poor thing. It's gonna look like it's been through the shredder by the time the storm's done.
It has pockets of
Gust of wind.
gust, and then it goes away. And then it comes strong, and then it goes away. If it comes real hard, I'll open up the door to show you. Oh, that guy's cover came right off his boat.
I knew it would. Josh, we praying for everybody in Florida, love.
Especially those people in
Yeah.
Tallahassee, they're
Oh
gonna
my
need
God,
it.
in the Big Bend area, they're gonna be needing
Yeah.
all the prayers they can get.
Because like I said, now they're talking about it's gonna be a 5. Because it just turned 4.
Yeah, that's a good 5 hours away.
Ooh. Debbie says she sent some pictures of her swing. And just think where Debbie's at in Dade City, which is like 10 miles from us. They're getting rain. They're getting pounded. That's where the rain is. We're just getting wind, and now we're just getting just a light rain.
Josh, I hope Instacart don't blow away. Or at least my uncle in Bradenton was smart enough to get to a hotel because he lives on a channel.
Yeah, down in the Tampa area, though, their main concern is the tide. That's the surge. That's what they're more worried about, is the surge over there. I mean, they're getting wind and everything like we are, and the rain is light as well, but they're worried about the surge because when the tide is out, you're talking about some areas are 12 feet is going to be coming in. That's what they're worried about in that area. I mean, the good part is the hurricane is staying out, but you still got 50 to 70 winds coming our way.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen a 70-mile wind yet, but there's been a couple of gusts of 40 miles. Definitely. I mean, like I said, it ripped that guy's thing right off his boat and stuff.
Well, it's a lot easier to drain it in your yard than have it bobbing out in the middle of the marina.
Now, mind you, at 7 o'clock on is supposed to be the worst for the area. We will be literally, it'll be past just a little bit, but we'll be on the back end of it. That's where the worst part is.
And Turtle Chef, are you worried about the banana trees?
I mean, like the one banana tree went down because it had bananas on it.
Yeah, the way
I mean,
and we have.
I really don't know. I mean, we have 3 more bananas on another tree. That one was leaning a little bit, but these tall ones here, if we get to 70 mile, then they'll lean. They'll stay lean. But I'm not as worried. I'm worried more about that tree in the back. That tree in the back has been through so many hurricanes. That tree there could be 100 years old. Who knows how old that tree is there. But, and you can see, here comes a big one.
And here comes a little bit of rain with it.
But that tree back there, that's the one, those back there are the ones you got to worry because, and a couple branches just came off of that one.
Knowledge.
But you could see on my parents' side right there, that avocado tree is just getting beat up on.
Yep.
And if you can just hear the wind, it just comes and goes.
Now you know it's sustained when you hear it howling.
Yeah.
Josh, my friend is overseas in the Army. I hope he gets home soon. I hope he does too, Josh, and safe. Josh, I want to have Right Hand is doing right now and Runaway. I used to stay there. I used to stay at Runaway Bay, but I don't know how it's doing
Stop
now.
fear mongering. No one's fear mongering.
Who said
Ain't
that?
no fear mongering here. Ain't even no one even in fear. Just says eat a good Jets pizza.
You think they'll
Something
bring me
like
one?
this, because we've been through so many hurricanes, you could just tell which ones to be scared of. The ones that should be really scared is the ones in Tallahassee. But it's just weird that this one here,
It's actually weird. This
yeah,
is not
just a lot of wind.
It's not a typical hurricane.
I mean, just
Hello
and it's-
everyone watching from Inverness, Citrus County. Rain and wind is picking up. Yes, ma'am.
yeah, that's what you got to be scared of. Is definitely the tornadoes. Yeah, because down the road, definitely a lot of tornado touchdowns.
Mike just got a tornado warning alert.
Yeah, that's what you got to
Yeah.
be scared of.
Kelly, my niece is at FAU. We will be praying for everybody.
But it's just weird to, like, even when a hurricane came over us, because they were slow moving hurricanes,
Yeah.
this one here is a fast moving hurricane out there. So this is the first time I've ever experienced a hurricane going fast. And it's just, weird how the wind, like I said, it was just been windy all day. And then around 4 o'clock, a couple of gusts came through, then 5, and then they were saying like at least 7 o'clock on. But if you can hear it, and it's weird because it's like, look at my mother's right there, because we got a space between the houses, and you can see how the wind is just running through there. But It's just a weird hurricane, really. And to be honest with you, like we're in the fingers of the hurricane. We're not in the center. That's the ones that, really is going to be the worst, but it's just
Oh, Mike is by Lakeland High School. So he's not far from us.
no. So you should be getting the same thing like what we're getting.
Josh, can't be scared all your life.
No,
Oh, and
no.
unfortunately, this is just part of Florida living. You got to take the good with the bad, and
Because I said that right there that fell down and that tree that broke, it didn't do it in the last ones, but all of a sudden, it did it with this one here. So
yep.
just shows us right there the weirdness of this storm, the wind out this way.
This one, I live near Crystal River, Florida. They always flood bad. They've had several destructive tornadoes in the past. Yes.
And the crazy thing is like where we live at, we don't have to worry about flooding. It's really the winds
That we gotta worry
that you have to worry about, because when you have trees like that are that old, but the good advantage is it hasn't rained all day, so the ground is still dry. So it'd have to be a real sick old tree getting ready to break for them to start bending over, because again the ground is dry. So that's the advantage we have here, but
Well, it's been dry for the past 2 days. Other than that, it's the ground underneath is still damp.
right, but it's not flooded. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's no water sitting on it. The only other thing we do worry about with a storm like this is power outage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that you have to worry about is power outage, because
And that tree is right by the power lines.
well, not just that, depending on the grid that we're on
Yep.
and where a tree falls down, because like I said, right now in Polk County, there's 2,000 people without power outage.
Already.
At 4 o'clock, it was 1,500 people without power outage. So, I mean, that's really the only worry we have today is really going to be the power outage.
Yeah.
Because they really emphasized there's going to be more power outage on the inland then you would see a lot of damage of other things. But of course, if you have a structure that's weak, well, yeah, you're going to see some damage. I mean, us losing that banana tree, I'll take it. I'll take it all day long.
They'll grow back.
And like I said, it's a very light rain, very weird.
Oh my God, Debbie says Kelsey's mom and dad live north of Crystal River and they are right on the river.
Yeah.
Her mom is in Dade City at Sean's and Kelsey's house.
Yeah, like all that.
Yeah.
Anyone by rivers, swamplands,
And like my uncle
and
who
you're on
lives-
the waterfront.
You're living near it or on the channel. These channels, you need
And-
to get out.
They're already showing right now, right there in Lakeland,
Yeah.
in
well,
downtown Lakeland, it is getting pounded.
Yeah.
We're to the corner over here, but right there in downtown Lakeland, they're getting pounded. Those triangles are tornadoes. So,
Yeah,
right
well-
now, downtown Lakeland is getting pounded with rain. So that
And they got a tornado warning out.
now they would have to worry about a lot of street flooding, and if you live by a lake.
Mike, I'm in downtown Lakeland.
Yeah, well, it's showing right there that, you guys are getting pounded, and the triangle to the tornado is coming up towards that way. So, and the south side normally rains more, and I'm talking about Christina area where Sean is and Carlos. That area rains more than usually our side of the area.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the only just The only thing about with this hurricane is that it just went to a category 4 and it's parallel. And it wasn't supposed to be a category 4 until it passed us and it got by Crystal River. But it's picking up speed, but again, it's moving fast as well, so. You know, those are, like I said, you know, this. But we just wanted to get on here and just show you how windy, like, I just can't believe, like, you know, it did not rain all day today. We just got a lot of wind. And then after 4 o'clock, the wind started picking up. And it's a good thing to learn underneath your tool belt, because if you've been through a lot of hurricanes, then you know. Like, a lot of people were panicking yesterday. I mean, places were open, doctors' offices were open, all the restaurants, the stores, but then a lot of them started to close early around 2 o'clock. But a lot of people were panicking, again, for no reason. Like, you know, like if you have a head-on tornado, that's a different panic versus if you're getting the fingers of a tornado.
Right.
You know, this here is kind of like what we would get during the rainy season, where the wind would pick up and go down. But I mean, I went and got gas because my mother had a generator, and I bet you if I wouldn't have got gas, you know, like I said, it's still early. We don't know if we're gonna, you know, praying that no lights go out, but you know, gas, yeah, I would say get your gas containers a little bit early. What I've learned so far from Debbie and this storm here is I definitely would have gotten those gas containers filled a week before this happened here, knowing that the hurricane was going to stay out there, but we were going to get the edges of it. I probably would have gotten the gas a couple of days earlier instead of waiting the day before. The day before, when I put all the chairs away, okay, that was good. I mean, the day before this is fine, but I probably would have gotten the gas containers at least a couple of days before the thing. I wouldn't have gotten gas containers personally, but like I said, my parents they have a generator, they wanted gas in the containers, so I went and got gas for them and stuff. So, because like I said, that gas sits there now because that's lawnmower gas. You got to try to use, you know, going into the winter season, you're not cutting your grass as much. So you don't want that gas to sit over 6 months, especially a year. I mean, even though I add additives to it, but you don't want, you know, it's in those sheds, it's hot, and that gas will turn, you know, it'll turn bad quick if we have.
It'll turn into turpentine if you ain't careful.
Yeah, like, you know, like if we had the same summer like we did this year with that heat wave, that turns gas bad real quick. But normally, we got 2 5-gallons or 3 5-gallon two 5-gallon containers and 3 2-gallon containers. That will normally last us the whole year of lawn service. Because I'll just use all the gas before I start refilling them up. Oh, y'all think we're going to get a cold winter this winter? I mean,
they saying that the north is supposed to have a warm winter and we're supposed to have a cold winter.
Really too early to tell because it's still September, October, and normally it's still hot here in Florida. I mean, you can get days in the 90s, but the mornings have been in the 70s. So, you know, crossing our fingers. We haven't had no freezes in the past 2 years, at least in our area, but, you know, with the mornings being in the 70s, that looks pretty promising because the rainy season is over. Now, in October, from October to November, That's 100% hurricane season for us. Like in Florida, that is the busiest time of the year is October, November, especially going in, November. That's the highest point. But that comes from the east side, from Africa. Those are the ones that come over Puerto Rico and stuff and head this way.
I'm with you. It's too
Yeah.
damn hot.
I mean, we had a beautiful winter last year. I mean, that was perfect. No freeze.
But we had some nice cold days.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We had a beautiful, a beautiful winter here. Where you could still go to the beach, but it's not muggy out.
Don't blame me. I'll take the heat over shoveling snow any day of the week.
But it's like there's a dead spot, literally. Like it's nothing. Even though the tree up there is moving a little bit, but there's no sound. But then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, you hold it onto your hat. But I mean, we got our batteries. We charged up our little battery chargers for the phones and
the battery power packs.
Yeah. I mean, there were some things we did, but we already had a lot of our hurricane prep. We do that in the summertime, where we prep, water and all that other stuff. There's no reason to go out and buy food if you ain't gonna have power, regardless if you have a generator or not a generator, because there's always gonna be food somewhere. I mean, hell, there'll be restaurants opened up. There'll be fast foods opened up.
Yeah, but you got a big family.
No, I'm saying there's no rush to go out and buy a ton of meat.
No. And
you lose power. I don't care if you got generator or not,
I seen that with when Hurricane Debbie was coming through when I had the grandkids. We were
and look, now it's saying right now, it moved up. Atlanta's going to be a Hurricane 2 up to Atlanta.
Oh,
so that means it's going to be a 5 when it hits, because in the news it showed that it was going to be only a Hurricane 1
earlier
if it hit Tallahassee at a 4. So they're expecting to hit a 5, and up to it from Tallahassee to Atlanta, that's a 2.
They ain't used to that, baby.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. 1 and 2 and 3, I don't worry too much about boarding my windows, because I know by the time it gets to me, it'll downgrade. But you're talking about Atlanta. Are their houses made out of cement? You know what I mean? Like, are their houses hurricane proof? I don't know. So, 2 in Atlanta, just depending where I live. If I lived around a lot of trees, I'd probably board up some windows.
Yes, whoever gave Mike the membership, thank you. Josh says he's going to be moving to Utah soon. Pack them winter boots, buddy.
But yeah, and then they're in the mountains too. I mean, I don't know what a 2 would be in the mountains, but I'm sure it'd be a lot of trees. Yeah. A lot of weak trees that are not used to these. I mean, at least these trees here, they're used to the wind and the whipping.
Especially big boy out there.
And even if you see up in the clouds how fast the clouds are moving, they're moving pretty quick.
Yeah. They are.
So, and the good thing is, this will blow by quick. I say about like 1 o'clock in the morning, we should be okay. And now you see, now the wind is
thing that scares me is when Tampa gets one that's gonna be a direct hit, then we're gonna be in trouble.
And see, now the wind, here we go, is picking up over here. You see the banana trees doing the banana tree dance? And you see how it was just quiet a second ago. Pretty interesting storm. Now the other two storms that we had last year, because it was I think when they hit like in Fort Myers area and we had the other side and the wind was coming from the backyard, because a lot of this wind is coming from the front yard, then I wish I would have put at least 2 boards on the back window, because those acorns on that tree were flying and hitting the window.
Yeah, it sounded like
so you know,
sound like the house is being hit with an AK-47.
but you live and learn by each hurricane.
Debbie said the rain stopped, but the wind's blowing pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just weird. It's like I'd never been through any type of hurricane, whether it's the fingers of the hurricane or the whole hurricane, that it's just straight wind and the rain is like a null to it. It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like in Nevada or something, when they have a windstorm or something, you know what I'm saying? Or in the deserts, you know, in Sahara, when they have those windstorms.
Yeah.
Because people were still out driving around and doing stuff. It was crazy. It was real crazy that, you know, people were still out and about today. And everything was open. And again, a lot has to do with it because of the no rain. I mean, even people down in the Tampa area, they were showing on the news. They were still out there taking pictures by Davis Island, and the water wasn't coming over yet because it wasn't. I think around 8 o'clock is when the tide comes in. I spoke too soon. Yeah, that's the same thing we went through, Deb. It just got quiet for a second, and then it picked up. It rained a little bit. It stopped.
And then it started again. And I guess we're just used to it being that sustained wind all the time. And
well, we're used to the rain. And I wish it would have rained all day because that would have been good for the trees. But hope everyone is doing good out there that's watching us. Hope you guys, if you're in any rainstorm or in the hurricane area, you guys are doing, you guys are being safe.
yeah, guys,
And,
don't take any chances.
And just everyone who's watching outside of us, outside of Florida, I mean, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope everyone's, you know, I hope everyone had a good day today in your area, wherever you're from. Hope you guys got out there, get some things done. Hope the weather was good for you guys and it was a productive day. I'm just glad it's not lightning. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. We had one big boom around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it was like it hit somewhere around here. It was a big boom, and then a big rush of rain, and then all of a sudden the sun came out, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I was in the back.
Like, cause I was thinking like, oh shoot, here it goes, it's starting. Because the first forecast was at 10 o'clock in the morning, then the second one was at 3 o'clock, and then they moved it to 7 o'clock that we would be feeling all of this. So
Prime, wind's picking up here. Yep, and you're in Orlando, babe.
but you know, I said a lot of the Tampa area
Tornado warning in Polk County. Yep, there is.
but a lot of the, like I said, you see how the wind just came from nowhere. Look at that tree. And look at the black cloud behind it. I mean, it is, look at that whipping. She's dancing, boy. She is dancing. They're all dancing. They are all dancing.
He said near Lakeland area, just saw on TV. Yeah, we seen it too. We got the TV on in the back patio. It's gonna be a crazy kind of night today.
Yeah, it is. Let me see something here.
Don't get blown away, babe.
I'm not gonna get blown away. Trying to make sure no lizards come in.
Oh, please, no, I can't do without either.
See, now I'm outside. And as you can see, I gotta see my mother's antenna. That thing I know will take a. But the wind is coming from that direction. And you can see how fast the clouds are moving. And I said, you know, that was earlier. That was the only damage, was those two things. One broke and the other one fell down. They had a cover on their boat. That sucker blew right off. But like I said, the clouds are speeding. And you can just see some areas, it's just windy right over there across the street. And then, you know, it's calm here. But yet over there, if you see the top of the trees, I mean, that guy even brought his American flag in. But look at the cloud. Look how fast that sucker's moving. So there's definitely wind up there. I mean, look at that tree over there. That tree is dancing. And then look at our tree. Nothing. And that's what I'm saying. That's really, really weird just to see that just across the street, they're getting wind. And then now, all of a sudden, and like I said, it's like no rain. No rain at all. Oh, a branch broke from my mother's tree. Her avocado tree. Yep. You can see it right there on the ground. And that's the neighbors across. But now I hear the wind is over here now. And now this is the alley where all the wind comes between the two houses, because that's where the wind is coming from the west. And now you can see, like, it's, look at that. It's like, but then if you look across the street, oh no, he's getting wind too. It's just crazy. It is just wild. Like I've never been through a hurricane like this before. And I hate to use even the word hurricane because it's not like we're really in the hurricane. We're just on the outskirts of the hurricane. But, and like I said, we got 2 bananas and 1 banana. And hopefully they'll survive because they're small ones. They're real low. So these are doing good. This one got 2 trees and that one's got 1. And again, let me get inside because that cloud is getting dark. And one thing I've never seen is a tornado, like, or even a funnel. But yeah, now it's starting to really. Let me just get inside. Yeah, my mother's tree branch broke.
On the avocado?
Yeah.
I told you it was going.
But as you can see, guys, just had you out there. Really weird.
Oh, my lights came on. I'm surprised. I didn't think they had enough sun today.
Yeah, all of them are coming on. I mean, that's the only good thing about electric.
Solar.
I mean, solar is lights. But look at that. That sucker is just whipping. Keeping the hand accountable.
I bet you the Bahamas are glad this ain't coming to them. That's not bad, Mike. You did good. Hey, Jose. We're taking care of ourselves. We're safe. Josh, it's pouring down rain where I live. Deb, you and Dave, be safe too. Mike, I bet you were busy with all this, nobody wanting to get out of the house today. We had to get out of the house. We had to go pick up my medicine. Well, at least you made some decent money today, Mike. I feel you there. And every time I did DoorDash, I would be so tired when we got
44
home.
mile winds in Lakeland. So that's what we're feeling. 72 miles in Tampa.
Yeah.
So
there's a big difference in the wind.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. 40 in the 40s, 50s. That's average in this area during the rainy season. Oh wow, look at Debbie's awning blew up. This is where Deb's at in Dade City. But she showed her awning blew.
Well, Orlando's even got wind
And they just put that up, I think, this
gusts
year.
up to 49 miles an hour.
And again, that's like 10, 12 miles from us where Deb's at.
Yeah.
To where
it's
we
not
live.
far from us. I hope Dave Davis is safe out
And
there.
the crazy
tonight.
thing is like in the inland, this type of weather here, people have hurricane parties. They all go to one person's house and they drink and they get poop faced and they probably spend the night there, wake up the next day and act like nothing happened. So yes, the myth about people throwing hurricane parties is the truth.
Yeah, it's not a myth.
But it's not when you have the eye coming over your house.
No.
It's only when you're getting something like this here that you're really not in, the full of the hurricane. I may be a little stuck myself right now. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's all you can do, is smoke or drink. I mean, that's all you can do and just enjoy it. And then when it's over with, you go through your checklist of things that if you got too much stuff, then okay, when it's something like this, I know not to panic, And then, or if you didn't have enough, then you remember, okay, I got to remember if it's something like this type of weather that we're having, then I need to at least have these little certain things. And I mean, because again, it's not cheap out there. I mean, food isn't cheap. Everything out there is not cheap. And it's not like before in the past where we had money and everyone can buy a ton of stuff. Like
Right.
you literally got to limit everything. But you got to make sure. That's why we do it in the summertime. We make sure we prep toilet paper, paper towel, garbage bags, batteries,
propane for the camping
propane.
stove.
Yeah, we make sure our propanes and everything.
Propane for the big grill.
Yeah. Because like I said, you ain't got no power. You got a grill. I mean, look at that tree, boy. I mean, that sucker's just dancing. But like I said, it's... Katrina. Just for you, Katrina, we're going to make a lot of guava and banana videos. I mean, hell, there's still people driving around in this area. There's still people driving around the streets and everything.
I'm sure they are, because they ain't too bright.
Well, just... sounds like a few videos I don't have to watch.
Katrina, you'll watch those videos and like them.
I never heard of Tajin seasoning, but I looked it up and it's some kind of juice. I don't know if it's spicy or what.
It's chili lime, basically.
And some people left in the comment that ketchup, Lay's, potato chips is only in Canada.
Oh. Somebody say Cajun?
The ketchup, Lay's potato chips.
No, Mike, after what she said, she was
Oh,
lying, and he said, Mike's like, somebody say Cajun?
Well, I've seen a car deliver pizza before. Yeah, there goes the Hungry Howie's guy delivering pizza. That's the people that are making money.
Mike said he made $200 today.
And DoorDash, that's pretty good.
Uber Eats.
Oh, that's pretty good. But yeah, the pizza people, they're killing it today. Because not only they're getting paid for being on the clock, they're getting paid for each delivery and tips. They're making some money tonight. But then, of course, you have those people. Have you tried them Coca-Cola? I haven't found no Coca-Cola Oreo yet. But Prime showed a Coca-Cola Oreo soda, I think it was. Or maybe it was a Pepsi soda. Maybe it was a Pepsi Oreo. But he showed a Pepsi Oreo or a Coca-Cola Oreo on one of his videos. But I've looked. There's none in this area. The Oreo is really good, yeah. No delivery for me. I'd rather a Motor City pizza. And Motor City pizza is pretty good. I mean, but DiGiorno, if you want like authentic Detroit style frozen pizza, DiGiorno is right there. Like DiGiorno has the flavors, the crust, the sauce on top. They have it all put together.
Josh says they got the Coca-Cola Oreos at Walmart.
Well, maybe it's just this Walmart. They don't have it. Maybe. But we'll look at them when we go to Walmart.
And he said they had them at, Okay.
Yeah, if they're going quick. And that could be it too. By the time we get there, you know, turbo crust. But I'm not knocking down the Motor City pizza. Now, if
yes, we did try the Motor City pizza. Oh, not the bread, the cheese.
Not bread. The bread yet, right. But now in the Motor City pizza, if I had a choice to buy regular DiGiorno, I would buy Motor City pizza. But when it comes, I'm just saying to the Detroit style, like DiGiorno has Detroit style locked and loaded. I mean, to the authenticity of it. But yeah, we still have one more Motor City pizza. I think it's 3 meats.
Yes.
Or something.
It's the 3 meats.
Yeah. But I mean, this is what people are doing in Florida. Like they're literally just sitting, just out there, like it's nothing.
Today.
Right, but I'm just saying, it's, you know, like everyone was just acting normal in Florida over here. On this side, anyway. And what's good about the DiGiorno is that it came to the authenticity size, too, of Detroit style. But yeah, everyone is just chilling out. And you're going to hear a lot of people tomorrow talk about like, this was nothing. We seen one house that was boarded up when we went to the pharmacy today. They had sandbags and was boarded up, and I was like, that's overdoing it. But I mean, tomorrow you're gonna hear a lot of people talk smack like this really wasn't nothing, you know. But again, this is us on the outskirts of it.
Right.
Now Tallahassee, those people are gonna be telling a different story, but
Yep.
Around here, it's now where you're gonna get who's got the better story of you know, like, oh, it wasn't nothing, you know, everyone's scared, everyone did this, everyone. Yeah, it's true, but
the next one that comes,
you never know.
You
You never know. I mean, there's days, like I said, you can always take them lightly when you get hurricanes like this hitting us on the inner part of Central Florida. But you still have to have it in the back of your mind. Hey, there's a hurricane out there, and it'll be parallel with us. And if you live in an area that floods, and if you have a lot of trees and you have a lot of stuff outside that can be blown, those things you do have to think about. You just can't be nonchalant.
And you also have to think too that hurricane may not stay on the exact course that it's
Right.
projected.
Yeah.
Because it likes to weeble and wobble and gets a mind of its own. If it wants to make a right, it goes right. If it wants to go left, it goes left. And that makes all the big difference with the impact.
But the video of the KM hot dogs, now I will say this much. It may not be as good as Sabret's, and it may not be as good as Nathan's, but it is number 3 because that is a real,
Good hot
that
dog.
hot dogs snaps. I mean, I'll buy KM hot dogs. I would definitely buy KM hot dogs over any other hot dog other than a Sabret and a Nathan's, but I'm definitely will be buying KM hot dogs every now and then. But those KM hot dogs were good. They were good. Especially on the grill. Them suckers were like ready to pop. I think one split open in the cooking process. But yeah, that was a good recommendation on the KM hot dogs. That was on point. Yeah, the KM hot dogs do. They have a put it to you this way, they don't have a great snap. The KM hot dogs has a perfect snap. I mean, because in the Sabret hot dog and in the Nathan's, you have to buy them not in the package, but they sell them where they say casings. And I think those come in a box. And sometimes they got the little string on the end of them where they're connected. But that KM hot dog, that has a perfect snap. Like that's what a hot dog should feel like when you bite into it.
Yeah,
I'm a
much.
Nathan's fan too. I only said KM. That's a Boston thing I'm used to. Yeah, but like I said, it's there. I mean, I'm not knocking it, but it's just for some reason, Nathan's and Sabret's just have this flavor to them. And I think that's what draws a lot of people to the hot dog is that flavor. Now, the KM hot dog, we had some left over. I mean, when you open up the package, it smelled like a Sabret. Now, the KM hot dog the next day, when it was a leftover, then you could taste the slightness that Sabret has in there. But I'm not knocking KM hot dogs. They are good. I mean, they're fantastic hot dogs. And like I said, they're the perfect snapping hot dogs that you can buy that come in a pack. So, because they're in a casing. And that's what makes a difference. You buy hot dogs that are in casings or not in the. Yeah, we found them on Publix. They were buy one, get one that day. And Motor City Pizza we found in Walmart.
Yeah.
But like I said, the KM hot dogs I would definitely buy again. Like, definitely. And they were like expanding too. Kind of like that other hot dog that expands. Ballpark. How Ballpark expands. Now, I would pick a KM over Ballpark, and that says a lot because Ballpark has that beef one, that beef flavor one. That's really amazing, but the KM definitely is up there. Now, if you took Sabret's and Nathan's out of the category, Cayenne would be number one out of all hot dogs.
Yeah, we found the canned hot dogs at Publix.
Yeah, they would buy one get one, and that's what's good about Publix. Publix, when I first came down in Publix, they didn't have a lot of stuff that was from up north. But as the Northerns were moving down, they were asking Publix, like the chorizo. We used to ask for the chorizo, and Publix would order the chorizo. Sometimes if you go into a Publix and you want something from up north, they'll order it for you.
Yep.
And sell it to you. And then if a lot of people put in an order
For it,
they'll keep it. Yeah,
carrying
they'll
it.
start carrying it, and that's
Yep.
how a lot of these northern foods got here inside the public store. Is because as the Northerns were coming down here and were saying like, "Hey, you guys carry this? Can you order it?" And Publix would say, "Yeah," and then they say, "Okay, more people ordering."
Right, like for his Sabrett onions.
Yeah,
Can't get them in Lakeland, but I can damn sure get them in Zephyr Hills.
yeah. And
These are-
before that, you couldn't even find
Find them.
Sabrett onions nowhere. Yeah, I can't find my Salada tea in the red box down here. Like I said, sometimes if you talk to the store manager in Publix, and depending on how much you're going to buy, they'll order it. If they can order it, they'll order it and get it there for you. I mean, that's what's good about shopping at Publix. And like I said, when you get a lot of people doing that, then they'll bring the product to the store. Again, every store in every county is different. Like, say the South Side has a lot of Italians. Well, they'll have more Italian products over there than they would on this side of the town. It just all goes about, you can go to Orlando. Again, you might see a lot of Spanish stuff in Orlando Publix that you don't see in these areas. And it all just becomes of the demand. And then that's how they get their stores like that. When are you going to go to Aldi's? I want you. We will. We will go to Aldi's. I have not forgotten about that. I mean, like I said, I know everybody. It's like, we've been cooking smaller amounts, and we've been, if we have leftovers, then we've been going into the leftovers. Before, sometimes when the prices were low and we had leftovers, we'd wind up throwing the leftovers away because then we would go out to eat or make something else. But right now, it's a different way of eating. I mean, everyone has changed on how they eat. So definitely, like I made some spaghetti. We cut our meats now for the meat sauce tinier, and I only put maybe like a cup of noodle, and we made spaghetti, and we killed a whole little pot, today. But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the eating habits have shrunk, so it's not like I'm going out there. We're trying to finish what we have in this freezer before we go out there and freezer fill it with meats and stuff. And we use the Jack Daniel barbecue sauce. Okay, I'll have to try that. And that's the other thing too. With the barbecue sauce, we've been buying the small barbecue sauce and buying different ones. And that Stubbs, I will say, man, Stubbs got it going on. But Stubbs barbecue sauce, you have to put it in the refrigerator so it thickens. That's when it tastes its best. If you get Stubbs barbecue sauce, just off the shelf and you put it into your pantry and take it out, it's so runny. But when it thickens up in that refrigerator, it's a whole different flavor. But that Stubbs whiskey one, I think it was, or whatever the hell, I promise you, that one there, you taste the alcohol in it, and it's real good. But I'll look for that Jack Daniel ones. And that's what I said, when we're buying the smaller ones, now we can use those quicker, and we can try different barbecue sauce. In the past, we used to just buy big things of barbecue sauce, and they can last for months. But now the way the food prices are, you got to pick and choose. You got to downsize. That's what we've been doing anyway.
All this food is making me hungry.
Who said that?
I think it's Miss Diana.
Oh,
Food prices are crazy. Yes, expensive. I feel bad for people raising kids. Yes,
yeah.
my kid's grown. Just me and my husband. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing is that when you have two people, living is different versus if you have kids.
A family.
Yeah, because how the hell can you uh how can you not I can't I don't know what the word is, but the point is like if you got kids, you can't just shop like for two people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't not give them it's not opportunity, but the point is it's like when you have kids, it's different. You have to have at least some snacks for them. I mean, you got to have, you know what I'm saying? You got to have food for them and stuff. The lights went out in the Carolinas traffic light. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I hate when the traffic lights go out. That's how my first accident happened. Someone hit me. I spent almost $500 at Sam's today for like 2 weeks of food before. And that's the crazy thing is that we're buying more meats. Like if I'm going to spend $500, I'm going to buy $500 worth of meats. And then, like when we want to make hot dogs, I'll just run down to Publix and buy a bag of hot dog bread. If we want hamburger, we'll go to Publix. Because in Publix deli, if your pack only comes with 5 hot dogs, Publix will, if you go to the deli where they make the bread, they'll just give you, they'll break an 8-pack and give you 5. So like when we make hamburgers, we just want 4 breads, 2 a piece hamburger. We go there and then they'll take the other breads out and then they'll price us for 4 breads. But as far as like buying other stuff for the pantry, we're not buying stuff for the pantry. Not like that no more. Like I'm not spending money for it to sit in the pantry. I'll buy all these meats and then with the meats and we'll buy some frozen vegetables too with it. But the point is we're keeping the freezer more stocked, and then if we decide we want a salad or something, we'll just swing by and go pick up a thing and make us, like if we're going to have salad for a couple of days, we'll pick up enough salad to make it so that we know that we're eating it for the next couple of days. But we're just not buying, I mean, other than apples that we eat a lot, that we buy apples, I mean, as far as the pantry goes, the pantry is getting neglected. Like that is almost down to 0. And if you've seen in the video, I showed you the top freezer, the refrigerator. Dude, we got nothing up there. Like literally nothing. But the freezer is tons of meats. And then BB breaks down the meats. And then at least we know, like, hey, at least we know we got a nice steak. If it's just steak only, hey, at least we know we got a nice steak there. I see people at Walmart with packed carriages full. I'm like, what the heck? They rich? They're getting food, yeah, they're getting food stamps.
Yeah.
Not knocking those who help, but jeez, I'm struggling too. Yeah, they're getting food stamps.
Yeah,
I promise you, they're getting food stamps there. Because nobody, not even the rich people are buying like that, and stuff. But I feel like, I think everybody should be on food stamps, to be honest with you. I buy the pork tenderloin from Sam's and throw it in the crock pot. It comes 4 pieces, so I can get like 12 meals for 50. Yeah, and that's how we do something like that. Like we'll definitely, when we buy those big packages of meat and hamburgers, before the hamburger meat, we used to cut them in 3s. Now we're cutting them in 4s because, again, we're not using all that meat to where.
Well, it's not shrinking, it's pure
Yeah,
beef.
and the beef that she's buying is the real lean one, and it doesn't shrink,
And there's not a bunch of
and there's
fat.
no fat oil in it. But the main thing is it doesn't shrink, and like I said, that sometimes we would have leftovers for 3 days. I mean, other than chili, that would be the only thing we would have left over that we would make a lot of that can last 2-3 days is chili.
But that's feeding us and your dad.
Right, but I'm just saying that really is the only meal that we make enough
Yes.
to last a few days. Yeah, heck yeah. Food stamps for, I mean, at least for a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Like at least, give us food stamps till the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, they gave us COVID checks to help out. Just give us, just give me $100. I'll be happy with $100. You know what I'm saying? It may not buy a lot, but still, it's $100. At least I can buy something. But give us at least $100 a month till December. But yeah, it's thing. Neglect. That's what I'm saying. Like when you have kids and stuff, you can't just neglect them from good foods and treats. That's just the only bad thing with kids, and I do feel bad for people. I mean, I feel like if you're a family, you got kids, you need to go file some food stamps because that's the only way you're gonna make it. That is the only, even if you're working. I mean, it's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, the food prices are just outrageous. $100 gets you like 2 or 3 bags. Hey, I look at it this way. At least we're getting 2 or 3 bags extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did a video where we did 7 bags for $108 or $3. And
Something like that.
and the crazy thing is, if you looked at the 7 bags that we had, one bag had the cake in it. The other bag had the eggs in it. So that's 2 bags, okay? One bag had 2 bags of chips in it. So it was like they were bagging every one item in a bag. And just like I said, if that was all reality, that could have been, 3 bags for the most because of the cake. But yeah, I mean, like when we walked out there with 7 bags for 108, it was like they were putting one item in each bag. And I was like, 7 bags? There ain't no way. I hope you guys are staying safe. Yeah, I think, where would we find another BB and cameraman?
Good luck with that one.
I'm sure there's. Let's put it over here real quick. So you can see what they're showing us on the news real quick because it's getting dark out there. But, I mean, I don't think we're going to have any light problems. I think a lot of it that you guys just watch is really what we're getting. I mean, and like I said, we truly got lucky. But I don't think we're going to have a light problem.
Thank you, Ms. Diane. Yes, some more support the smaller channels.
And we do. I mean, we do appreciate it. I mean, there's like 1 million channels out there that anybody can watch. And we appreciate those who watch us.
Yeah, we
So,
do.
we don't take it for granted. We try to be positive and motivated. We show you, like real. There's not that much editing into it because we're not editors. But, we're just us. Some days we're in good moods. Some days we're not in good moods. We're achy. We're hurting. But there goes
What?
either an ambulance or a fire truck.
Already?
But but we just show you that we're just like you guys. You know what I'm saying? We're just like you guys.
Ordinary people.
But you could see, you know, 5 to 8 feet, St. Petersburg, Hudson 8 to 12, Crystal River 10 to 15. And again, that's just the side of a hurricane. The people that get it in the head on, they're going to get the 20 plus swells. I mean, that's like when we go out and we videotape, we always try to take you guys along with us and stuff. Love watching the channel, but your safety is more important to us. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, like I said, I this is it. I don't think there's going to be any more. It's just going to be a gust of wind here and there. Not that much rain. I mean, again, we're not on the coastal, so we're more the inland. So you think about it, you buy property in Florida, where do you want to buy it at? You want to buy inland. You don't want to buy, as beautiful as the waterfront and all those other things are, the inland is the most safest part when it comes to hurricanes. Now, what was that, Andrew?
What?
That Hurricane Andrew that went across Florida?
That was in the Keys, and that was in Miami.
Right, that's the big one that went across Naples and
Yeah. That
Alligator
was
Alley.
Yeah.
Those are once in a lifetime that you would get a category 5 or 6 that just comes across because that was a fast moving hurricane like this one was. A lot of times the hurricanes are not fast moving, so they'll die out by the time they get inland. So, but Andrew is like one of those rare, could be one every 100 years that you would get in the center of the Florida that bad coming through.
Charlie was bad too when they came through.
Was Charlie too?
Yeah, Charlie ripped right through Tampa Bay up in the Zephyr Hills, State City, messed us all up.
But what I'm saying is that the Andrew, that was the most devastating.
Yeah.
That one never went down
No.
as far as the category. When it
No,
made
that
it,
one went down in the books.
no, what I'm saying is like it when it hit at 5,
It stayed.
it stayed going across like 4. See, if something hits in Tampa at 4, we already know Lakeland will be at 3. You know, if it hits it at 3, it'll be at 2. So we already know it goes down 1. But I mean, a category 5 is a category 5. Nobody is gonna, not be scathed from something like that. So damn, I should start a YouTube channel. Not sure if the hubby would approve. He's got hair across his ass half the time. Actually, it'd be funny to watch. I will say this much: like a lot of people that start YouTube channels, it's more like work than it is pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, like, a lot of people when they do it, they turn it to like when you start seeing like you're not getting a lot of views or whatever, those things start messing with your head, and then all of a sudden, like, you might get a few nasty comments. Then those things, like, you have to be strong minded. That's why a lot of the big YouTubers, like, they, how they act like that, and they don't care because then at that point it's all about they're making tons of money, of course, But I've seen a lot of YouTubers just try to start and then they get frustrated and stuff, and we don't make no promises when we put out videos because that's what a lot of people do. Oh, we'll put 1 video a week, and then we'll put 3 videos a week, and then all of a sudden they got busy. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. We'll put 2. Like, if you're going to go out and say you're going to put 3 videos a week, say it. If you're going to go out there and put 1 video a week, do it. We don't do that. We just happen to record every day, and we just put a video out, You never know. There might be a time where there might not be, but we're not promising a video every Tuesday or a video once a week or a video 3 times a week. Says we lost power about 10 years ago for 2 weeks. Wow. One winter. 3 feet of snow and sub-zero temperatures. So I know how it is to be battered by Mother Nature. You guys are just like us. Says people will get a kick out of us for sure. Yeah, yeah. People do. Now the crazy thing is, would you rather be with no electric when it's cold out, or no electric when it's muggy out? That's the question. Because let me tell you something. We were lucky on that last hurricane when we lost power, a couple of years ago, that it was cool.
Yeah, with Irma.
It was cool those few days that we didn't have power. Because I promise you, when we were in Puerto Rico with no air conditioning, we were not sleeping. And it was 100 degrees every night. And then the house was even hotter. So that's the real true question. Is would you rather be without power during the day? I mean during the winter or during the summer?
Well, at least in the winter, if you got enough blankets, you can always add more clothes on.
Yeah, yeah.
In the summer and the humidity, you can't take, even in your birthday suit, you ain't.
Yeah.
You
There's
ain't
no
on
wind.
field,
There's no wind flowing or
stagnant.
nothing. No, it is murderous. I've done both. At least with the cold, you can put layers. You can take off layers. But with the heat, you can only take off so much and then naked.
Exactly.
I went a whole year in Florida with my kids with no air conditioning, no heat. And I had a waterbed at the time, a California King waterbed. And then I would shut off the heat and we would all sleep on the bed because of the cold water.
Yeah.
But it was still hot as hell. But in the wintertime, we would turn up the heat on the bed and close the door to the room. And that heat stood in that one room.
It will.
Yeah, yeah. But that's Florida's cold versus
Up north.
up north's cold. Totally two different colds.
I mean, just like when Texas had that vortex with the snow and shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, BB. Anything else you'd like to say?
No.
But we appreciated everyone that came out tonight and joined us. We're just going to go watch some TV.
Let Mother Nature take
Let
the
Mother
course.
Nature fill out the rest of what it's going to do. Everything's going to be good here. Just wind every now and then. I don't think we're going to lose power.
No.
I don't think there's going to be that much damage.
Not to our area.
Right, in our area, but definitely. It says we're lucky that the winter that the pipes don't freeze. We had a great kerosene heater.
Giant kerosene.
Lots of
yeah.
yes. Yeah, I remember those.
Yep, me too.
Now they say they're unsafe. I remember I had a kerosene heater in Jersey and I slept real close to it and it dry rotted the blanket like
I will.
because I was sleeping so close to it.
But I will say, everyone, no matter where you are, everybody stay safe.
Yes.
Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. So until the next video.
Yeah, so we might be live tomorrow when we drive to Tampa.
Yeah.
BB's got an interview, so we'll probably be live. I'm sorry it's showing this way, but this is the only way YouTube wants the live video is shown vertically. So, but maybe we'll see if there's any damage down there in Tampa while we're in that area there.
Yeah, because
and
we'll be down
videotape it.
there. Yeah, we'll be down that way tomorrow.
Yeah, and again, thanks for everyone that showed up. We love you guys. Again, you can't get out. Come out with us. We'll take you for a ride. We'll sit at the dinner table and eat with you guys. Everything we can do to get everybody positive
Yeah.
around these times. So,
Yeah. Like
to
I
the
said,
next one.
Prayers going out to everybody. See ya.